Okay, here is another example of the sixth one for our final review demo series. This one is factoring and solving a sum of two cubes. Now this one is especially important because you have constructive response questions on the final, so this one is a good one to look at and memorize. So this is a sum of two cubes. I'm going to write down the formula for factoring a sum of two cubes. It's a plus b. Now a and b in this case are the cube roots of the first and second term. So the first sign always matches, plus to plus, and then after we go a squared, the second sign is always opposite, and then we multiply a times b, and then plus b squared. Okay? So what is the cube root of x cubed? It's x. What is the cube root of 64? It's not 8. What is it? 4. Okay? So then for a and b, just replace that where they all belong here. So let's see. This one is going to be x plus 4. And then we square a, so that's x squared, minus a times b is going to be 4x, and then plus 16. Now, again, this is still equal to 0. Now we have two different things going on. This is a binomial with a linear factor, so this one I can use a zero product property. What is the answer from this binomial right here? Anybody? That's right. You can say it out loud when I ask. X equals negative 4. Now, this is a trinomial that does not factor. What is the only way we know to find what x equals from a trinomial? It starts with a Q, rhymes with quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. That's right. Okay? So now that we have this thing factored, we can forget about this a and b over here. Now we have to deal with a, b, and c from the trinomial and put it into the quadratic formula. Let's go through this quickly. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? So simplify some. We've got the opposite of b, so I'm just going to say that's positive 4 plus or minus, let's see, b squared is going to be 16 minus 4 times a is 1, c is 16 all over 2 times a, which is 2. Now this part right here, we've got 16 minus 4 times 16 is 64. So what's 16 minus 64? That's negative 48. And I also know, just from experience, that 48 can break down. You were looking for a perfect square that goes into 48. This is going to be negative 16 times 3. So when I take the square root of this, what jumps out from the negative 16? It's 4i, right? So this becomes 4 plus or minus 4i rad 3 all over 2. And the last step to simplify is to take the GCF out of the constants 4 and 2, divide everything by 2, and you'll be left with 2 plus or minus 2i rad 3.